They say 3 times a charm. It's the 3rd time. Welcome back to the Jamal Show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to another great episode. Shout out to my boy, Jalen, man. Bro, 3 times. People are loving the content. They're loving this. We talked about this. They don't know this, but we talked about this prior to all of this whole thing happening. And now it's happening. People like the content. They like the topic. So we got to give the people what they want.
Got to, man. Got to.
Welcome back to the Jamal Show, man. All right, so today we kind of briefly talked about this off camera, and I'm gonna address the audience so they know what's actually going on. But today I feel like we need to talk to the men. All right,
let's do it.
We've been talking a lot about relationships. We've been talking about a lot about this, that, and the third, but I really truly feel like we need to talk to the men, and so the men understand what's going on, primarily how to approach or attract women successfully. A little bit of both, because I think they go hand in hand, right? To attract and approach. As you know, I'm single, been out here dating, and I have heard of some, for lack of a better word, horror stories for women. All right, with guys out here, and I'm like, Brad, that doesn't represent us well. So, without further ado, I got a few topics I want to talk about. Obviously, I want to get your expertise on these things, so let's dive right into it.
Let's do it.
I firmly believe in self-development. I think self-development is important when you're talking about even putting yourself in a dating market position. Being able to achieve the best results possible is to be basically the best version of yourself.
Facts.
Right? What tips can you give men on becoming the best version of themselves?
The outside is important, but the inside is just as important. So you got to work on your emotional intelligence. You really need to work on your mental fortitude. As men, we're actually designed to deal with a lot more things. We're designed to, take on a lot more weight and a lot more harder things. That's how we're designed. And that's how we have to look at life. Life isn't going to be easy all the time, especially when guys are struggling with women and things like that. A reason why they're struggling is just there's something you have to look at inside. That's all it ever comes down to. Because there's a reason why you're not getting the results that you want. One of the first things that you can do, of course, like I said, work on your emotional intelligence. Learn how a woman works. Learn how you work. What's the dynamic between a man and a woman? Learn how to get stronger mentally. Get used to rejection. That's another thing. You got to get used to rejection, because the thing is, every woman's not going to say yes to you. Everything in life is not going to go your way, and you have to be okay with that mentally, because some guys crash out over this type of stuff. This is part of self-development. You have to get used to that. You have to get used to the word no. You got to get used to the fact that I might think that it's going to go this way, but it might not go the way that I think it's going to go. And that's okay. If you approach the woman, you have to be okay with the fact that she might say no. In order to get to the one yes, sometimes you got to go through the 9 no's to get to the 10th yes. That's just the way it is. And that's life. Not just with women, that's life in general. And if guys can start to get that ingrained into their head, you'll go really far in life. What's going to catch the eye of the woman is your outer first. That's going to be, that's first. So I don't say anyone has to, dress up in designer, or, you don't have to be like the best looking person in the world, but you got to carry yourself well, find out what type of style works for you, what type of haircut works for you, maybe do a little bit of exercise. You don't have to do weightlifting per se, but some type of exercise.
Being active, yeah.
Be active. Just be active in some type of way, because it's going to affect your entire body. It's going to affect your skin, your face, because you're getting the sweat. You're getting the stuff out of your body, the toxins. So you're going to feel good. You're going to look good. And this is one of the first ways that you're going to attract women.
To me, it's all about the things you can control. All right. Before we get to that, let's talk about things you can't control. You can't control your face.
Facts.
You can't control your height.
Also facts.
And you can't control your dick size. Those are
True.
right? All right. So with that being said, the things you can control, you can be well groomed. All right. You can go to the barber or you can do it yourself. Whatever you do, you're well groomed. You're taking care of your actual face. All right. Your clothing.
Facts.
Your fashion sense to a certain level. Obviously, you want to be you. You want to be yourself. You want to represent yourself. And through that is through fashion. So be yourself. But once again, if there's an area where it can be improved, improve it. These self-development deposits that you should be making in yourself. Physical fitness is one of them to me.
Yes.
Right? Depositing, investing into yourself. That workout you did today going to pay off in 2 weeks.
Facts.
And it starts to stack. And after a certain point, you start to feel and look like a different person. Hygiene.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Huge. Bro, you can't be stank. You can't be stank.
It's true. We can't.
You gotta care. I've heard stories about this from women. Your hygiene is important, and not just taking a bath, taking a shower, but I mean also taking the next effort. A woman may not even notice you in a bar setting specifically. Let's say bar setting. Whatever setting, but she may not notice you. And you walk past her and she smells. So, ooh, who is that? These are all small things that add up to the bigger picture, which is obviously success and attracting women, right?
Facts.
The next thing is intellect. Huh?
That's big.
I got a whole list of this. I'm trying to think. Intellect, dog. When the last time you read a book, man? Listen to a book. I listen to books.
Yeah.
When the last time you picked up a damn book?
Hey, that's facts.
A lot of men, let's talk about this real quick. They don't have conversational skills.
Yeah.
The conversation skills suck. The reason being is you don't know enough.
That's the truth.
Man, Wall Street Trapper said this, and this was a quote that I feel like I'll take with me the rest of my life. Information changes your conversation. So fucking true. The reality of it is, women really appreciate a man that can lead. And the way you could do that is by sharing information. Hey, I read this in a book. Hey, I read this article. Hey, I saw this. Wow, I didn't know that.
The stimulation. Mental stimulation.
Mental stimulation is important, fellas. You got to get in here. And the only way you can get in here is by being here your damn self.
Facts.
Income is important. Income allows a man to go and do it as he wants if he make enough money. But that is something that you can't control. So,
Facts.
well-groomed clothing, physical fitness, hygiene, intellect, and income. Fellas, if you dial in, personal opinion, dial into those things, you will find yourself in a way better position to not only approach, but also attract.
1000%.
In my personal opinion. Okay. We talked about this. One of them was physical fitness that we just talked about. But how else can you make deposits, like self-improvement deposits into yourself?
So one of the things a man needs to have is confidence in himself. And if you don't have confidence, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how good you look. You're not going to get far with women or in life. Facts. Just point blank.
Facts. 100%. You're not going far, bro. You're going to fail.
Me? You will fail if you don't have confidence. Like, sometimes we're going to fail anyway, but if you don't have confidence, you just have a way less
You're really
chance.
going to fail.
You're really going to fail.
Yeah, correct.
So one of the things that you can do is build your confidence. And a lot of people ask, how can you build your confidence? Do esteemable things. For one, you're taking care of yourself every day, making sure, you're bathing, like you said, taking care of your appearance. That's I have to say it because some people really,
Making sure you bathe.
You gotta bathe, lather,
You gotta take a shower, man.
shampoo.
It's crazy. Lather. Lather up, man.
Lather.
You stink.
Get your loofah or whatever you gotta get, washcloth and lather, soap and water. Don't let the water just go down your body. You need some.
you to bathe. That's crazy. I'm leaving all this shit. Yo, bathe, man.
You gotta bathe, you know.
Thank.
Take care of yourself.
Oh,
Brush your
that's
teeth,
hilarious.
brush your hair, brush your beard, all
You
of
know,
that.
I don't want to interject, but I gotta say this. Though you would think that this would be common sense.
You would.
You would think, but how many times? You would think is the thing. So clearly, people don't get it.
The ladies be
Anyway.
talking, so I know, like,
His rebel stink.
Yeah.
Damn. He was stink. He was stink.
it's like,
Grown
yo,
that man. Grown that man stink. Stink.
like you,
Stink.
literally- you came on a date smelling. Like what?
You came out here drunk. Drunk off stunk. Man,
Yo,
crazy.
I swear.
As y'all know, man, we'd like to have a good ass time. Hopefully y'all laugh with us. But it's crazy. It's the truth, right?
It's-
So, as you know, I'm gonna just interject real quick. As you know, I've been dating and whatnot, man, and I've had this one of my lady friends, beautiful woman, by the way. Shout out to you. She told me a story about a guy he was stank as fuck. That's like he was just stank, and she was like, "I think he homeless." I'm like, "What, nigga? You're dating and you're homeless?
That's wild.
You wildin'? What you gonna take her to? Where you gonna take her back to?
That's
Wanna
wild.
come over to my place?" nigga off 8th Street. You gonna come into my place?
Yo.
Where your place at? Right here. I post up right here every night. My car, nigga. You big
no way.
tripping. That should not be your priority. Okay.
Besides the things that I've just mentioned about your outer appearance and taking care of your hygiene, the other thing that you can do is do things that build confidence, which are things that you might feel that are uncomfortable or things that are scary. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to cause growth. This is what's going to help you to get more confident. This is what's going to build. This is confidence builders. This is what's going to build that. So, for instance, if you're scared of approaching a woman, then one of the things you need to start doing is just approaching. It doesn't even matter if you're trying to get the number or anything. Just approach, just to get out of your head, just to get that fear out of it. Like, you have to eliminate that. So, but guess what? After the 33rd, 100th time, whatever you've done, approach a woman, you're gonna be like, oh, this ain't even that bad. Oh,
Right.
I can do this. That's the first part, but you're gonna be confident in that area right there, and that's because of repetition and doing things that are uncomfortable. So that's one of the things. But the gym could be uncomfortable for you. Getting up at 6 a.m. when you tell yourself you're gonna do something, that's another thing that's gonna build your confidence is to follow through.
With the gym, and this is the personal thing. With the gym, a lot of guys, men, women, don't go to the gym because they're afraid of being judged. How much weight can you lift?
Right.
Oh, just everybody watching. Hey man, the whole point of going to the gym is to self-develop.
Facts.
Meaning, start where you're at and grow.
That's it.
I think most people that go to the gym understand this, but I think that can be one thing that could deter a lot of people from going to the gym. It's like feeling like they're being judged. I can't lift that much weight. Well, that's why you're going to the gym,
Facts.
to be able to lift more weight.
It's simple. That's the whole point. It's
The whole
it's uncomfortable. It's but that's like you just said. And I've heard people say the same thing. Oh, people are staring at me, or I don't want to be the center of attention. It's like, yo, to be honest, nobody's really looking at you for real. Like,
They focus on their own work. They're struggling over there. They struggling. They trying to get stronger, so they struggling. Yes, this is not comfortable.
Yeah. Every single person you see in the gym is in there to be uncomfortable because they're growing. That's the whole point of you being in there. So if that's something that's going to deter you, you have to rewire your mindset on that and get your first entrance, get your first foot in the door of the gym. Just start. You don't even have to go for 3 hours, 2 hours. Just go in there for 30 minutes starting off. I read this book, Atomic Habits, and it talked about, I think this is the one Great book. And I can't remember this is the book, but they talked about this guy that went to the gym. I think he was only going for like 15 minutes a day, 10 or 15 minutes a day. And that's it. He would go there for 15 minutes, work out, and then leave every day for 7 days, did it for a month. And eventually he's like, well, I'm coming here for 15 minutes. I might as well stay for 20. Oh, I might as well stay for 30. And then, hey, he's getting more comfortable with that. And then eventually he can do it for an hour. And he's like, oh, this ain't nothing. But it's all, but that's how you get into it. You don't have to just jump right into it and try to do all these things, just baby steps. And eventually you incrementally get better. And that's how confidence is. You got to do things scared sometimes. You know, you got to start from where you are. If you're scared, if you're terrified, if you're angry, if you're whatever, sometimes you just got to start where you're at. And eventually you'll get there. You're confident. Out of nowhere, you'll be like, yo, when did I get this confident about this? When did I I'm not even thinking about it. Yeah, because you built there. You built that. And that's the type of confidence you want, is a confidence that you build, not a confidence that's something external. Oh, I got this car. Oh, I got this house. Oh, I got this money and this and that. But once, say you went bankrupt, you don't got all that. What do you have? You don't even have your confidence. Your confidence can't be taken away.
I'm going to add on to that. Trusting the process. Not only are you building your body, you're becoming stronger, the level of achievement that you're accomplishing because I said I was going to do this and I did it. That matters. That builds confidence as well. I'm disciplined enough because I trust me.
Woohoo, that's powerful.
Right? I trust the process. At the end of the day, you can only really count on you, especially in those moments.
Facts.
And you have to be patient. That's one of the biggest things I feel like I've learned as a 36-year-old man. Trusting the process, being patient, and allowing things to develop. Take yourself out of the equation sometimes and then really look at it like, okay, this has to be done to get here. Facts. Am I willing to do that?